injury list, Romeo Lavia, can you tell us, we've had the injury update, but tell us a little bit more about his situation?
Yes, I think it's really, we are really disappointed because I think he was training really well last week in the international break, and he twisted his ankle, and now we are waiting for Monday to the assessment for the doctor. Hope that is not a big issue, but in the last week cannot train with the team. It's a real shame because it's a sad situation because he was nearly fit to be involved again with the team, and yes, now we need to wait the assessment and hope that it's not a big issue for him and for the team, of course, that he cannot help the team.
Because the figure seems to be out there, don't know where it's come from, of around 6 weeks. Is that just based on similar injuries? Have you heard 6 weeks?
We don't know because I think we need to assess him, but he twisted his ankle and now we need to assess this is the grade of the injury and the possibility, I don't know, to the time to recovery.
And just again, expanding a little bit, if we can, on the injury update that the club have given us. Armando Broja, the Albanian FA chief, seems to suggest he's going to be on the bench on Sunday.
Who say that? The
Albanian FA.
Who is the Albanian FA? The president,
the president,
coach?
The president.
No, I didn't hear, but I didn't hear. With all my respect. And then I know Silvino and Zabaleta in the coaches that are in Albania. We have a very good relationship. No, it's not yet.
And Badiashile also is coming back, but not quite.
Not yet. Also, Badiashile is the same situation that
the lads have been in South America. They've just come back today, right?
Who?
Enzo?
Yes, Enzo, yes.
Yeah. Will they be okay to start?
Sorry?
Will they be okay to start, given they've only just come back today?
But today, seeing him today, I think he's good. In good mood and with good energy. He scored against Bolivia. Yes, I think he's in a very good mood, and I think we'll be ready.
And Moises as well, the same?
Moises, we need to assess him because a little bit later than Enzo, but hope, yes, will be fit to play.
And I just want to check on one more injury, if I may, and sorry, then I'll leave it. Reece James, after the Liverpool game, you hoped he would only be out for a few weeks, and that was a month ago. Is he anywhere near the return?
He's recovering well. I don't know, I cannot say if he's close or not because we assess him every single day, but I think he start doing things on the pitch with the ball. Yes, he's really well. He is desperate to become again and to help the team. And yes, I think hope that he's close also and can be available before the next international break.
The spirit, I've just watched a bit of training, the spirit here, I know that the weather's nice, everyone's come back from their international break, you've had a few weeks with the other players. Seems to be a really good spirit around the place, yes. Despite that, the last game
against Forest. Despite the result, yes. That is a process that, yes, we need to understand, and of course, it's only a matter of time, like I told you, I think should talk in different way if result or details should be different, but I think when you analyze the 5 games that we play from the beginning of the season, I think we fully deserve to win, but we didn't win for different details and circumstance. But in all the process, when you are building a team, that happens, and you need to be really, really perfect in your performance. And then with all the circumstances that we were talking before about issues, maybe made difficult, the selection, and made difficult the competition in between them, and to grow like a team. Because like now, the last 2 weeks we were working really, really hard, but only with 3-4 players, and few players that came from injury that we were adapting training. I think it's only a matter of time. We have a very good player, a very good squad. The circumstances are the circumstance. We are in a situation that maybe, we need to accept that, but we cannot be worried. Only we need to be focusing to try to develop and support the player, because for sure they are going to perform with time. You're welcome.
Seb, PLP.
Hi Mauricio.
Hi.
Many of the teams you're competing against in the Premier League will be starting their European campaigns next week. How does it feel not to be involved, and how are you going to use that time that you have, which they might not have?
Yeah, with the circumstance, I think it's better for us, because we have nearly 11, 12 injured, players, and I think it's very short the squad at the moment, because are not too many available. I think we are going to go to play again Bournemouth with, I think, 14, 15 players, and I think it's important that now we can, recover player and be more competitive. But of course, the objective in Chelsea is always to be involved in the European competition. But that is not in my hands now to change that reality. That is the reality, and now in our hands is only to work and to try to be next season. And for sure we are going to be involved in the European competition next season. Only we need time. We need to keep going, being strong in the way that we believe and we think. No doubt that with the quality that we have, we all will be, settled on the club and the team. The team is for sure is start to get in the result that they deserve.
You've been very positive about Nicholas Jackson.
Yes,
His
still positive.
Yeah, his performance against Nottingham wasn't the greatest.
For me, the performance was good, only that he didn't score. And you can, assess the player, or can, qualify the player, because a striker needs to score. I agree with you. The striker and the offensive player need to score or need to assist. But we need to think that Jackson came from Spain and is young. He need to build his confidence and trust. He need to adapt to the Premier League. It's only a matter of time. But he's doing a fantastic job for the team. Only he need to be a little bit more clinical in front of the goal. But to be more clinical in front of the goal is about trust, it's about confidence, it's about experience, about to play and to settle on the club. And I think that is going to happen. But no doubt that this is a fantastic player.
Finally, what don't you want to see after this international break that you saw before the international break?
I think that the team performance was good the first months. I think we didn't get the point that we deserve, the team. I think the organization is good in the way that we want to play after not too many times working together, because that is the reality, that only players that arrive at the last moment. I think players believe in the way that we want to play, and I think if you see the data, I think we are very good in possession, we are very good in construction, in building from back, in all these aspects. Only what we are missing is to score goals. One of the most important things in football. But I think to play in this way, I think we are going to arrive, because we have quality players. We wanted to keep, this way. We need to be more competitive. We cannot concede this type of goal that we concede again Nottingham. In some point we cannot, to be so weak in this type of situation. We need to be more stronger, because we have players with experience and players that can do better, and that is the thing that we need to improve. Is be more competitive and not only to play well, because at the moment I think my feeling is bad, because we are playing well. We are showing to everyone that we can compete, we can dominate games, we can dominate teams like Liverpool, but on the end we need to be more, I say competitive because I don't want to use another word, but come on, we need to be more naughty, about to be more aggressive, and in this type of situation we need to be more aggressive. And of course when we defend, we cannot give the teams like, by the way that they only create one chance in open play in Nottingham Forest, and to concede this type of goal. No?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John, You say that the players need to be a bit more aggressive, a bit naughtier. I think you said they were naive at times.
But in a good way,
Yeah.
It's not to kill someone or to punch.
They're too
It's
nice.
only-
Are they too nice, do you think?
No, not too nice. Is to compete better. I think what we need to increase our level is not about our quality, it's our way to compete. And to compete and knowing every single moment of the game that requires some, thing to do. And because we are in that process to build the team, I think still we need to find this balance, but for sure it's only a matter of time. I try to describe why, we didn't get the point that we deserve. Because it's another football, not only to play well or to have good organization. If not, in some moment of the game, you need to show more, this quality that is mental strength or to have this experience to manage better and to deal with some circumstance of the game that sometimes it's not about only the talent that you have, inside.
Do you think there's possibly a psychological hangover from last season for the players that were here, especially from home games? They've almost got in a habit of losing at home.
Yeah, but I think it's nothing to do. When you see the game against Nottingham Forest and after 2 weeks, with the time that we spend trying to identify the why we lose the game, it's really tough. But I think it's nothing to do with the last season.
No.
We cannot blame last season.
No.
We cannot blame the.
It's not in the back of the mind.
No. We need to blame ourselves. We need to find solution in ourselves. We need to blame ourselves, and we lose the game because all that I told before. We cannot blame the past. We cannot blame the feeling that the last season, because now it's a new era, everything is new season. We cannot stuck in the past and say no. The problem is coming from now. That is to find excuse where it's not the way to find, and we are going to lie ourselves.
Yeah. You say it's a matter of time before you get it right, but do you need to maybe reassess your aims for this season? And do you think it is going to take a bit longer?
No, because it's only the beginning. I want to win. We need to win, and the player need to feel that the pressure is from ourselves. And I think it's still too early to give up or to say we are not going to achieve or earn the objective that we say or we were talking from the beginning. For me, it's about to keep going and believe, even if the results are not the result that we wanted or we deserve. But I think it's keep going, believing, because I think it's only the beginning.
Okay, last two in this section. Simon.
Hey, Richie, just want to clarify, is Trevor Chalobah still part of your plans at Chelsea?
Of course, yes.
There's been suggestion this week that
About?
that his future is that Chelsea is no more, that he's going to...
I am Chelsea, I am the coach, and his future is going to be what I'm going to be involved in the decision if Chalobah is in my plan or not in my plan. No one is going to decide for me. And the message is all the players that will be here in January or after January, we are going to be, or I'm going to be involved in the decision. I think after now we finish the transfer window, I think now I have the knowledge enough to be involved in the decision, and now I'm going to be part of the decision. Player out, player in, and I'm going to communicate the player also. I'm not going to hide myself to say you are in my plan or not in my plan, but that is not true. Chalobah and all the players that are in the squad are part of my plan, and then play or no play, that's going to be my choice.
Have you spoken to Trevor yet? I know he's injured at the moment, but have you spoken to him?
Yes, I say hello today, like all the players have the communication. But you say to me specific about this, nothing to talk with him about that. He's a player, Chelsea player, and he need to recover as soon as possible and be available to be selected. I believe that he can be selected. He's going to have the same possibility that another.
Last question is in this section. Roman.
Sure. Can
Yes.
I just ask you, in your last 13 Premier League away games, you haven't
In
won
the last
13.
13.
Yeah, 1-3.
1-3. 13.
You haven't won away in the Premier League. dating back February 2019. Is Bournemouth a must-win for you?
Why?
Is it something that worries you? Do you have to win?
Why that the introduction about 4 or 5 years ago? The circumstances were completely different. But why you say must win? Every game is must win. And was. If not, we are going to struggle, no? If you no win in football, problems. It's an
But
obvious
does that
answer.
bother you? Does it bother you? Is it something that you I have to get my first away win and then it goes on?
Why? Si me molesta. Bother me.
Yeah.
Why? Concern me.
Does it concern you?
But why? It's going to concern me. All my life is I was a player, coach for now 14 years. Do you think I am here? If it's worrying me tomorrow or after tomorrow, Sunday for sure. My future in football or my career in football, like a coach, for sure should not here today. If worried me to play, you know, or go to face some game. In absolute, I am not worried.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Cameras are off.